South Sudanese struggled for 21 years because of liberation of this country. And this liberation of this country contains so many things. One, we have to plan with what is so-called sustainability of generation to come. And if you just deal with today's mission without proper consultation made, then we call that a settlement bias, because you best prove not that you hold the title to be called the doctor without a proper research made to prove you that what you said is true. He or she would have put this statement as a probability, and that's why scientists create probability. What should be hung, whether there will be answer or there will be no answer. But now they came out with answer without the proper calculation made to make sure that what they said is true will convene us. But now, today meeting, I'm calling upon the president with his subordinate that I want you to issue the statement. South Sudan is too big for you to use it as individual property, not you who put. Let them come out with a statement that we don't want South Sudan to be led in such a manner while we are there, not 91 centuries. This water in our traditional culture, they flow this water so that you go blessed. They flow this water so that you go blessed. But now today, people misuse it. And while you are blessed with water, if you let water, speed running of water to Egypt, where will you get this blessing water? No. Water is life, and nobody should deal with it. And if you deal with it, you will be tempered. Nobody should really allow it. And this is the reason. Yes, we say we like our people. Yes, the flood is affecting our people, and we have solution with it. Solution is not Egypt, not 19th centuries or 18th centuries, where people act with that intermediate indication. Well have changed. And if well have changed, we must change too. And we are in 21 centuries, of which we need to make research. Like one of the of that field said, we need to make today research, not yesterday research. Today research will tell us whether we are going to open water, speed running of water to Egypt, or we make inside solution. Inside solution, those who are crying, they are now getting fish. And if this water go, will that fish be there? That fish will follow the water. So we not think with that embezzle mind. Embezzle mind is not important for us. We need to have a wider mind of which we need to think properly of what should occur with young coming generations, not generations, generations to come to make sure they got this river there, like we are going to live and leave this river there. So that one is my position, and President must come out with a statement. And if he refuses today, we will know that President with his subordinate, they are the one who sailed the water to Egypt. Why Egypt? Why Egypt alone? They don't have other experts than Egypt. They don't have other experts than Egypt. Egypt is doing this with interest. And this interest is rejected by South Sudanese, not South Sudanese of last time, South Sudanese of modern country, 21st century. This is my statement. And President must take note of this. And if he refuses, bloodshed is allowed in this. Bloodshed is allowed in this case.
Thank you.
All right.
Introduce yourself.
All right, thank you so much. I'm by name William Ujuk, a student at the University of Juba in the School of Economics, fourth-year student. And what I want to say, my brother, issue to do with South Sudan, you can be frustrated. And for us as a student, because we don't have union, that's why now we are talking like this. The union was suspended by the BC 2 years back, and if union was suspended, you can collect different opinion from the student. So you may find someone saying yes and someone saying no. And this is not crime. What I want to say as William, under this tree was also been suspended by the BC. We are supposed to have our rallies here. Concerning the today topic on the Nam River, connected with the Jonglei Canal, with the Egyptian projects. Ladies and gentlemen, honestly, this issue of Nam and drainage is a pure side. I was appealing since morning that let the student first listen to the expert. Let South Sudanese listen to the expert. I'm not expert. Somebody from the School of Law is not expert about the water resources. So why should we give ourselves the time to listen to the expert? And from there, the students from different areas will come together and have an intellectual debate. This debate with yes support and people with no support will be given a floor to talk. Why are you saying yes? Why are you saying no? And from there, we will collect our opinion with the opinion of the expert, so that we can have a way forward. But it is very unfortunate the way we are approaching this thing as a student is not good. Like we saw early in that hall, people were about to fight, but we should not localize this issue of drainage. When
Okay,
we
okay.
localize it,
Okay, Mr. William, actually you need to be specific, and as you join a consultation today about river Nile drinking, so we need to hear from you, and all South Sudanese, we also need to hear from you. What is your position and what is your view or your opinion about the river Nile drinking? We have the negative effect and we have the positive effect. So what is your opinion?
yeah, thank you for that question. I was trying to highlight some of the issues that happened in the morning. But let me go direct to the point. My position as William, as a student concerned, about the NAM, you see, I'm saying we should not go ahead with that project. Let the project be put on hold first and give the expert a chance. Let's give the science a chance to give us their opinion. To me, within these 2 weeks, guys, we are on an interview. Please, we are all doing one thing. All right. So, within these 2 weeks, I've read a lot. Though I'm not a student from the School of Natural Resources, but I've read a lot about the negative impact of doing the so-called drainage and it should do with the jungle. I've read a lot. But what I've found out from the researchers and the doctors, they are giving their opinion that it should do with the drainage. It's not good. Because if you are talking about the flooding in Unity State outside of Upper Nile, when you drain it, it will not solve that issue. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Most of the researchers, they have given their opinion about such kind of issues. They are recommending that if you have such kind of issues, you need to have dams, build a dike, so that to stop the issue of flooding. You see, I'm against that project engineered by Egyptian, plus South Sudanese who are supporting that. As a student, I'm saying no. Let's give science a chance. Let's give expert a chance to give us their opinion first. Connect it with the Egyptian. Why only Egyptians are the one invested in issue to do with our water? Since 1817, some of you may have read history of Sudan.
Yes.
In that history, the Egyptians were against the South Sudanese most in those days. So do you think today, those brothers who are saying that the Egyptians should continue with their projects, do you think these Egyptians, they were against you since 1817? Do you think they will love you today in 2022?
They will not.
The answer is no.
Yes.
That's just reason. Just reason. Simple logic. Somebody was against you for almost 200 years or 100 years. And today he's saying now he's your friend. The Egyptians, they have different agenda. And if you are not careful, we the student, we the intellectual, these people will divide South Sudanese. To the extent, we'll be like our brothers on the side of Nile.
Ethiopia.
With the case of Ethiopia, I want to repeat this. The Ethiopia went to war because of the Egyptian interest. They divided Ethiopia into two, supporting the other side against their own dam. Who is Egypt to say that don't build your own dam? And they have built their own dam. So if not South Sudanese, if we are not thinking beyond our own interests as individuals, these people will divide us. And if they will divide us, we'll go into something that will not be forgotten in the history. So I'm calling all the students, those who are saying yes, those who are saying no, we should not prioritize the interests of Egyptians. After all, we are South Sudanese.
Yes.
Yes, my question is, Mr. William, I have one question for you.
Yes.
You know very well that the Jonglei Canal was stopped in 1984 by the SPLM.
Yes.
If South Sudanese are against it now, majority are against it, and the government will continue with the project. What do you think South Sudanese should do to stop the project? Me talking to you, I'm one of the person whose dredging will start from my constituent in Borealis, because the dredging will start in Unity State all the way to Wow. That means it will pass from Borealis, which is my constituent. What do you think South Sudanese should do as the people who that own the river and who own the nation, not individuals, to stop this project going ahead?
Yeah, what I want to clarify first, ladies and gentlemen, the issue of drilling is not about state and state. It's not about tribe and tribe. It's about the national interest, South Sudanese interest. Okay?
Yes.
It should not be Egyptian interest. It should not be localized into unity state issue. It should not be localized into issue of Barakazal or name it, as people are saying early in the morning. It is very unfortunate. But we should look at in the angle of South Sudan first. So what I'm saying, based on your question, I know our government is a government that doesn't care about people. Whether they're security personnel, they may try to do it by force, but it will not work. Take it from me. It will not work. How? This thing, it will not work because if the 80% or 70% are against that project, do you think it will work? No. Even though the head of the state with his tiger and name it, it will not work. Okay? So, we as a student, we first need to approach this thing without tribalism. It's my point.
Amen.
We are on top of them. Just let me finish. We have time. We need to approach this issue without tribalism. We need to approach this issue without Egyptian interest. They will divide us. We need to approach this thing knowing that after 100 years, 200 years, your grandchildren will live in an environment where they can get water day and night, clean water and fish. You see? Animals. I want to conclude by saying, this is a national call. And if it is a national call, it should not be localized. I'm calling to the students of South Sudan, where they are, whether inside South Sudan or outside South Sudan. Let's give the expert chance to give us their opinions. Concerning the issue of the presidency, this was very funny. And I'm sorry to say this. Our president become wise. Yes. Our president, our president.
Let's hear from him.
Yeah, no, let me say this.
Let's hear from him, please.
Let me complete. Our president now become wise among them. This issue, some people within the government, they have done their part, as we can listen to their voice last time. But after now, our president become wise this time around. The president is still silent, and whereby we cannot condemn, I cannot condemn the president until he came out with the position from the presidency, saying that I, General Salva Kiir Mayardit, now supporting the Egyptian dragging, I will condemn him from that very day. And I will be the commander of the forces that will fight.
Warriors of the Nile. Yes. River Nile was naturally engineered by God. Yes. It was not a man-made engineering. Yes. We have to stand in solidarity for the right of national interests of South Sudanese. Yes. We should not stand and approach ourselves as tribe or region. Yes. There is no tendency of allowing the barrier of region or tribe. I remember from the Julius Nyerere Nkrumah, one of the African founding fathers, when he clearly said that when an enemy is coming in between you, he will first of all collide the brothers to hit each other. And when there is a gap of tribal hatred among you, he will come and join the other side and win among you. Let us not allow the enemies of South Sudan to come and win between our tribal gap or hatred that we have in South Sudan. Let us unite for this national interest. Thank you very much.
Let me conclude.
Yes.
And I want to give chance to other people if you have anything you want to ask. But in conclusion, I want to say, after all the mess created by our leaders, this country belongs to all of us. And we need to approach national issues, national spirit. I'm appealing to South Sudanese who are not here today, because today is a well.com. I'm quite sure somebody who is not here in Juba is now watching live or is getting our voice. Please join us in the struggle against the Egyptian interests. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Someone to add something? Yes.
Yes, I want to add something in form of a question.